Maybe, bro. Maybe I thought the whole time. Oh, really? 10-200? How could you do that? Let's. They're ready.
Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half century, there's a look inside Angels Stadium of Anaheim tonight. Now at the plate, Elvis Andrus. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A step on the back. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Stepping into the box, Casey Duke, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent...
And this will be a base hit as they too will play to run in the first inning to tie up the ball game early. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only 1 gone.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Kugler comes up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Now in the box, Chris Davis. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. Duke at second with 2 down. Runner breaks for third. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Andrus is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Casey Duke. He singled his last time up.
Duke.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run shot to right center field. So he creeps ever closer to triple digits. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The 2-1 home. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. And so a runner at first with one out now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back, no double play. Digging in to try it again, Casey Duke. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. So digging in now, Daniel Sanchez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitch.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Miguel Esparza. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Esparza.
Liner toward first. To second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Now batting, Casey Duke, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side, this is his power side.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single, 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
So striding in, Jake Lamb. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point.
Lamb.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away. Here's Chris Davis now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big...
Okay. There you go. Okay. I'll get yours later, okay? For now? Huh? I thought you want this one? Here you go, buddy. Keep it very too long. You good to go here? Do you want the blue one on you? Okay.
Power. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
On he pops it up. Odor ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Throwback.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-3 tonight. Los Angeles led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Nick Tropiano earns his 6th winning decision in this one.
First for the victorious Angels, 8 runs, 10 hits.
Herb Tyler. Saturday night baseball now from Southern California at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Coming to the plate now, Casey Duke, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. DeShields is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9. Good barrel.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here's a little chopper up the middle, backhanded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Digging in, Casey Duke.
Now batting, shortstop, Casey Duke.
He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is DeShields. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center, so he creeps ever closer to triple digits. And the Angels ready to take his hacks again. Casey Duke, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Standing in, Willie Calhoun. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Hard on the ground towards short. Scoop. Hand. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out. At the plate, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dip on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th.
Okay.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Guys, we've seen 4.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first two of this three-game series. A win tomorrow, and they can break out the brooms.
It could happen.
Now from the long time, Tyler Skaggs, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.5. Oh, lots of base runners, lots of hits, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's take a look at third baseman
Leading off the inning, Casey Duke, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Duke.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Mazzara is there to put it away for out number one.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazzara.
Nomar Mazzara.
The 1-2. Here's chopper up the middle. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. At the plate, Casey Duke will swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Duke is on his way home. He comes across to score, and the deficit now stands at 5. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up to hit next it'll be the catcher Jet Bandy. Hit to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Casey Duke, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Duke.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You have heard that before. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and up to bat next the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. Now the 1-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Up next for the Rangers, Jet Bandy. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Rounded slowly to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rangers into the box. Casey Duke, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's safe at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Casey Duke, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw will be in time to get him at first base, and the Rangers will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over. 11-8 the final.
was close sweeping, right? I know. Yeah, 10 home runs, 20 hits, 11 runs, 22 RBIs. Holy shooty. I know. I said, holy shooty.
Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from digging in, Casey Duke. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
The 1-2. Softly hit down to 3rd, likely no shot at 2. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So a runner on second with 1 down now. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo.
Camargo.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Profar in the hole. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Striding into the box, Lonnie Chisenhall, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Chisenhall.
The 1-1. The runner's breaking for home. Olson gloves it. Olson takes it on his own, and the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Casey Duke. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. And that ends the inning. So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th. And that'll bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Nick Martini. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Digging in now, Casey Duke. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Duke.
Here's the first pitch to him. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. Relay to Olson, and they turn the double play. Here's Jurickson Profar. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day.
Jurickson Profar.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Casey Duke, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Martini is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
11 runs, 15 hits.
Now from the Big A, we've got afternoon baseball. Nick Tropiano will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better.
And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, Dero, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just... Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He drew a base on balls his first time up. To short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And he will make the play out there. So coming to the plate, Casey Duke. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at, they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Laureano moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. On the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1-2. Striding in for Oakland, Ramon Laureano. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and it eats him up. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. 2 quick strikes, and now the back up the middle. The underhanded flip. Barehanded for 1. Got the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Ready for another shot now, Casey Duke, and he's about as dangerous as they come. Without a doubt, he's one of the true icons in the sport today. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. Laureano is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. And the score finishes 4-1 today. Oakland came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
Well, I'm not so first ball, like, oh.
Sloppy defensive play has drawn the attention of this player's manager.
take care of it. Oh, 1 second, please. Find it. 1 second, please. No, 29. Max.
An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Oh, dude, he's got it. It's not even.
MLB The Show's coverage of Thursday night baseball brings us to Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Casey Duke, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next, Shohei Ohtani is ready to go as he'll... Now at the plate, Casey Duke got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him. Okay, guys, here's how to...
Now to the plate, Casey Duke.
The shortstop.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but this will land untouched. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, something I thought we'd never see. 100 on the season as the Angels take a 1-0 lead. And we'll take one more look at the big one. Leading off the inning, Dominique Osuna, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Osuna.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Left side. To his right, Duke. Beautiful dive. Safe. Impressive play. Can't quite get him. And now the potential tying run is aboard.
I can't begin to tell you how difficult it is as a former shortstop to go in that hole, backhand, try and get up and make a play to first. It's a heck of a long throw. He put his best foot forward.
Stepping up now, Jose Abreu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Jose Abreu.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that in. Standing in, Casey Duke.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Batty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. O'Brien is over. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity. Ready now, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Stepping up to the plate, Tim Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to against the closer.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, excellent job.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind.
Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Casey Duke. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Into the box now, Casey Duke. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that extends the inning and gives Jake Lamb an opportunity with 2 out. Now at the plate, Jake Lamb. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runners on the move for second. And the runner back. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the ready now for L.A. Casey Duke. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Delmonico waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs. So striding forward now, James Groniga. To short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in the switch hitter, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Line drive snagged on a short hop.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. Significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it at a time. A couple of guys get on.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 2, 3 go. And tonight's comes to a conclusion. 6-1 the final. Los Angeles seal up their 30th win at home on the season.
First for the victorious mission. 3 runs on 9 hits.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today we wrap up this 4-game. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Casey Duke. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Settling in now, Dominique Osuna. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. popped him up. Duke has a play. And that's the third out. Sox pick up. Ready for another chance. Ronald Guzman as we begin the top of the fourth.
Number 12, Ronald Guzman.
Hot shot on the ground is short. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2.
Up next for Chicago, Dan Corson.
The second baseman, Dan.
1 and 2. Here it is. Bouncer to the left side. Duke. Throw on to first, and the White Sox come up with nothing as the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Casey Duke. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Swung on and chopped down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And he'll be tagged out at second base. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Goodwin.
Is flared right back over the mound. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now. Striding forward now for the Sox, Dan Corson, as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they'll add 1 more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Into the box now, Yoan Moncada. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a... Ready once again, Brian Goodwin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Brian Goodwin.
Goodwin there as this is bounced to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. At the plate, Casey Duke. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line drive base hit. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Here now the 2-2. He's running, reined in. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are digging in once again, Dan Corson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Casey Duke. Despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 7-2 game. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the third time today.
He has had so many in another 3-hit performance. I expect this guy to finish strong.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they'll tag him out in the rundown. Final score this afternoon. The Palehose used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never.
Everybody, I'm done. Yeah.